Okay, folks, it's been 2 years. Here's the canned meat. Last one I have left. This was 2-year results from the canned meat. It's close enough, within a few days. For all you dumbasses out there that said, oh, you're going to kill yourself. You don't know what you're doing. You can't can meat. I'm still here. Another year. Fixing to open it. So you can see it's still got a vacuum. Always check your stuff. Make sure it's got a vacuum. Of course, it's hard to get open when it's got a vacuum. Smell it. Smells good. No rancid smell to it. A little taste. Still good. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to warm it up. I know it looks like, from the side, it looks like there's a lot of fat in there, but you can see meat sticking through. It's not a lot of fat. But I'm going to heat it up, and I'll be back to eat the whole thing. I've got my hot sauce right here. Give me a bottle full of hot sauce. And I'll be back after I've warmed this up. Alright, folks, this is just like the day I canned it. It is good. No, y'all are not getting it. The dogs want some again. Just go to show you, very easy to can meat. This meat was canned. Just sprinkled a little salt in it and put it in the jar when it was raw. Totally raw. It was cooked in the jar, in the pressure canner. So, came out super tender. I mean, almost like a stew meat. I don't even know if I need any hot sauce. I like everything with a little hot sauce. Throw that up there. That would make some delicious barbecue sandwiches. But if you go to look at the 1-year canning results that I did on the meat, you will see, read back in the comments how many people said I was an idiot and I'm going to kill myself. I'll tell you what, those are the people that have never done it, that want to sit back and they read a bunch of bullshit is what they do. They read a bunch of, oh, if you don't do this, you're going to kill it. We put this in, kill yourself. Oh, man. They have no idea how to can food. Don't need all those preservatives if it's done right. Because when you raise the temperature, pressure canning raises it above the boiling temperature. When the meat is raised above that temperature, you are in effect sterilizing the meat inside the jar. You're cooking it inside of its own juices. When I packed this thing full of meat, I added no water. I just sprinkled some salt on it, and that was it. Sprinkle some salt on it. Of course, you leave your headspace, seal it up, and the meat will cook through and through in the jar. Raise the meat temperature of the food inside the jar to around 230 degrees. You've killed all the known living organisms in it. And when it pulls down, it pulls a vacuum. That vacuum allows nothing new to get into it. So, theoretically, as long as that seal's never broke, it's good forever, you know, theoretically. But 2 years, not a problem. But, you know, in a emergency situation, it's not going to sit in a jar for 2 years. What most people used to do in the old days is when they slaughtered, because they didn't have refrigeration, they would can a lot of it. You know, they do the slaughter in the wintertime because there's very few bugs. and what they didn't salt and jerk and smoke, it could can it. And this doesn't need refrigeration that way. So once you open it, it does, because once you open it, the contaminants can get back in it. Doesn't need refrigeration. You could keep these jars in your root cellar or your pantry all summer long till the next winter. Good. Till next winter. And that's how you would preserve your slaughtered stuff, your deer, whatever. When you're slaughtering, especially a big animal, without refrigeration. So all you naysayers that say I'm going to kill myself, you know, I'm still here. I'm older than you are. Face it, we were canning stuff when most of y'all trolls or people that know more than I do were nothing but a dirty thought. We were doing this before you were even a dirty thought in your mama and daddy's mind. So don't worry about it, man. We know how to do this. I know how to do it. I feel perfectly safe with it. Just like the monolithic water filter. You ought to go see my video on that. I took duty water, put some bleach in it, ran it through a ceramic filter, came out just as clear and good as can be. Matter of fact, all this at one time was duty water. Nice glass of dinosaur piss. It's all mind over matter. I don't mind, and you don't matter. The trolls, that is. Bye, trolls.